Alright, so there's another corpse cur. I can keep recurring corpse curs over and over again. It's kind of cute. There's a Vencer's Journal, which isn't too great. Because it's a little too expensive for what it does. Eh. But could I play it? Yeah. That being said, I think I actually might pick it and play it, just to know for certain, as it were. I mean, I kind of feel that, yeah, it's kind of a bad card, but hey, whatever. Whatevs. We'll see. Kinda need it for my collection anyways. Here, yeah, we're stuck with Vector Asp. Which, you know, we can just leave it as a 1-1. We don't necessarily have to keep, you know, pumping black into it, and oh, man. Try to go for Infect. There's a Kemba Skyguard. Cavalier is not too shabby, actually. And so Infection, Bonds. Nothing. Skyguard, I think, is the most powerful card. But we're going to stick with the Vector Asp. We do need creatures, actually. Chemical Mass counts as one. So the Dark Sentinel table, I'm happy about that. Actually, yeah, you can hold the ground. Good times. Nothing else really here. We may have to pick up one more Vector Asp. Yeah. I'm not playing Echo Circlet. I will cut the Black Eve Goblin. A Nitrogen Sensor or a Wayfarer. I think Wayfarer can actually give me more problems. Ditto. No going post just cause. An island, whoopee. So yeah, we actually kind of care about the mana base. Well, alright, first of all, here, well, nothing's still too exciting. If we could have got a pretty decent Infect deck, I think, if you wanted to go that route. So there's Ichthoclaw Mirror, Trigon of Thought, Sableclaw Golem, Illusion Spellbomb, or Grind Clock. And the safest bet here, I think, would be the Trigon of Thought. Because while it's slow, it does give us card advantage, card advantage. I would actually be curious about playing Grind Clock. I mean, I figure it won't be too great. We only have one way to proliferate. But, hey. It's, it'll been interesting, I feel. But I think I'm going to stick with the Trigon. Other than that, if I'm going for that, probably the Mirror. It'll be a cheap drop. We do need creatures, so I have to be worried about that. But yeah. Alright. So, okay. Well, first of all, I guess I'll get off the mention right now. There's an Orc Trail here, which is like almost one of the best removal in the set because you can get 2-for-1s. For us though, there's it really comes between Glinthawk Idol and Live Wire Lash. Glinthawk Idol will pretty much don't have to be playing white at all, and this will activate like each turn pretty much. Live Wire Lash is not too much worse than the Dark Steel Axe. Plus 2/0 is nice, and if you stick it on an effect creature, it actually can give an opponent trouble. And I kind of need it anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and stick with that. Even though Glinthawk Idol would probably be the safest pick. Okay. Well, there's another Golem Foundry, and I could hope to see that table. I'm kind of thinking I could take hate a tune to slag. Let me see how much equipment I have. 2, 3, 4 equipment. Pretty nice. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I kind of would like that Golden Foundry though, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick with that, because I bet it would be just awesome in multiples. Yeah. And for that, yeah, I'll probably hate the turn to slag, because you can get 2 for 1 even though it's slow, easily. Alright, and then there's a Galvanic Blast. Well. Okay. Board Battle Gear could be a thing. Could it? Or I'm not sure. I would rather pick one of the equipments over another Golden Foundry, I think. And most likely then it would be Board Battle Gear. The Memorial side is also kind of tempting. Just for to complete my collection. 3 slot is kind of full. In this instance, I'm just gonna take the Memorial side. Ooh, Rusted Relic. That's what I like to see. We are definitely gonna be hitting Metalcraft for these artifacts we're gonna be playing. Yeah. Well, the Mias would have been fine also, but yeah, I don't think it compares. Alright, so I could pick a Waft Hanger Chord and I would play it. It's a fine blocker in all instances, but like I mentioned before, we don't have too much removal, and Savak Replica is a fine removal card as well, you know, as a creature. Thrumming Bird would have been kind of interesting, of course, with all these artifacts with counters on them, but we kind of have a game plan here, so I'm going to stick with the Replica. I mentioned before we're not going to be playing Thresher, so now here it's between Golem's Heart and Tricard of Mending, and I'm going to pick Golem's Heart because it comes down early and at least we're beginning some life. It'll help us stabilize, because yeah, we're going to be needing it. I may end up having to play a Thresher actually to boost up my creature count, but so it goes. Alright, Saber Claw Golem is alright. Our mana base, trying to figure out this our mana base here is going to be kind of tricky, but 4/2 is okay. Yeah. First strike 4 power actually is in this set is pretty significant. It kills a lot of things. So, yep. I would not like to be playing against Terragilad Fallen, but yeah, that's always what you're gonna have to go against. All right. No artifact cards for us, and all these cards are pretty good. All of these, I would cut the Scrap Diver Serpent most likely. Yep, it's probably Scrap Diver Serpent because we'll have absolutely no way to get rid of that. I'll be on Acolyte, of course, would be nice in this deck, in our deck, but Tricard Mending it is, and we may consider playing it. Same. I would actually cut Defiance. And there's a Fallen, which we'll cut. As well as a Blade type. Berserkers. Yeah. So, interestingly enough, we have no mana mirror. So, 17 lands it is. Yep. Let's see. This is perhaps the weakest draft deck I've ever drafted. But, you know, this is Thursday Night Magic. Anything can happen. Anything. And we'll see how this whole thing works out in the end. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. It always takes a while before it switches over to the actual deck building portion. So I'm gonna pause it till then while I figure this out. Alright, so I must before I submit this, just kind of show you what my deck is gonna look like here. I thought we didn't have enough infect cards to really go that route, so I chose not to include either my Corpse Cure or my Grafted Exoskeletons. Negligence Sensor I think is a little bit too weak, and Trigon Infestation, same thing I guess also with the Exoskeleton, although I might set it in, I don't know. Yeah. Funny thing, when you do when you ask MTGO to suggest lands, if you have all artifacts, it doesn't know what to do, and so it doesn't suggest anything. So I decided to do it this whole thing manually. I had 2 mountains because of the Sable Cloud Golem. I did 3 forests, even though I could probably get rid of 2 because if I could replica, I don't know. And then I did even split 6 plains, 6 swamps because of my Trigons, Victor Asp, Origin Spellbomb, or replica. Yeah. So if I got more Grim Posts, I would actually play those, but with just 2, yeah, doesn't do much. So yeah, this is my deck. I'm kind of curious to see how this plays out. I mean, realistically speaking, probably not well, but like I said, there's night magic, you never know. So see you guys at round 1.